All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, yoga block, go ahead and lay yourself down on your back and lift up and then slide the block underneath you. Once you have the block situated, it should be comfortable. So, if for any reason it's not, maybe you need something a little less, like perhaps a Pilates ball or a blanket or something. But if you're on your lowest setting on your block, it should be comfortable for most of you. And then go ahead and start to tune in to your breath, starting to notice where your breath is going in your body. Does it feel like it's easy? Does it feel like it's stuck? Does it feel like it's shallow? Does it feel like it's deep? Just taking note of that, not attaching a story to it, just noticing it. And let's see if we can make it bigger regardless. So, breathing as deep as you can. If it's helpful, you could place your hands on your belly, and then you'll have a little outside feedback for your deep breath. See if you can expand the belly, expand the ribs, fill up like a balloon, and then exhale slowly until you're empty and pause. Embrace that pause and breathe in deeply. Perhaps a pause at the top as well. And it's a very slow exhale. Pulling the pit of the belly in just a bit and pause. And breathe in. Pause. Slowly exhale. And pause. Couple more just like that, filling up as big and expansive as you can, filling all the way around your body, 360 degrees, front body, back body, filling with breath. Slow exhale. And one more big breath in. And a pause. And a slow exhale. And then just keeping some deep breaths, not necessarily focusing as much on the breath. Taking your two peace fingers on your right hand and tapping the crown of your head. So tapping the crown of your head, this is a tapping point that connects you to your highest self, divinity, the universe, however you want to think about it, but your highest self. This is the self that sees things with gratitude, that sees the silver lining, even in challenging situations. So as you tap, having a conversation with yourself about whatever it is that's bothering you right now. It might be something physical, it might be something situational, maybe emotional, and invite in the healing energy of the universe, of God, of your highest self to help you heal from whatever that thing, the situation, Whatever it is, invite in healing as you tap. And then bringing the tapping to your chest, your heart center, and it's the same thing. Invite in healing, invite in whatever it is that you need to see the right path. Have compassion, patience for the situation, for your body, surrounding the situation with love and light, or the physical thing that might be bothering you. Just surrounding it with healing, with love, with compassion. Relax your arm back down by your side. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Let it go. And then if it feels okay in your body, extending the legs out, take them wide. And maybe the arms reach long back behind you as well. A full body stretch. Reaching long from fingertips to toes. Take a nice big breath in. And let it go. Rebending the elbows. Lay them by arms by your sides. Rebend the knees carefully. Press into your feet. Lift up. Slide the block out. Stepping your feet as wide as your mat and letting the knees rock side to side slowly. Pausing on one side for a moment and then the other. Back and forth. And then you'll find your two yoga tune-up balls, your therapy balls, and place one under each glute. Center of the glutes. Your feet will still be wide on your mat, and then we'll return to our knee rock. So the feet are definitely wider than hip width. One more rock to the left and the right. And then pausing at center and bringing the soles of your feet together. A butterfly position of those feet. If you need support in any way for your knee or your hips, you can place a block or Pilates ball underneath you for support. Not required, but if it feels like support would be nice, then go ahead and place the support. Letting gravity do the work for you here on your inner thighs. And of course, the glutes are getting some release with the balls underneath you. Taking a few breaths here, just letting gravity do the work for you. Getting out of the way and allowing your body to soften. And then separating your feet a couple of inches, maybe 2 or 3. And then your knees will move in the direction of each other, pointing towards the ceiling very slowly. And then they go back out. So little butterfly flapping its wings very slowly. Knees move towards the ceiling. And then they go back out. Point towards the ceiling. And they go back out. Couple more times. And then the next time your knees point towards the ceiling, press into your feet so you can lift up and slide the balls out a bit. So there'll be more on your outer glutes. And then the soles of the feet will come back together. And we pause here. And once again, letting gravity do the work, supporting again if needed with a block or a ball, a Pilates ball. And again, softening, just letting gravity do the work here. Focusing back in on your breath. Separating the feet a few inches. And once again, knees move towards the ceiling very slowly, and then they go back out. Point towards the ceiling, and they go back out. Towards the ceiling, and they go back out. Couple more times. And the next time your knees are pointed towards the ceiling, you'll press into your feet, remove the ball from your left side, and you'll keep the ball underneath the right side, but move it back towards the middle of your glute once again. So just under the right glute now. Step your feet wide on your mat once again. The knees will rock to the right and then point towards the ceiling. The knees move to the right and point towards the ceiling. Couple more times like that. And stepping your feet a little closer together. The right ankle will cross over the left thigh. Start to shimmy your hips side to side. The ball will travel back and forth across your glutes. Uncross the ankle. Slide the ball to the right. Step your feet wide on your mat once again, and the knees fall over to the right. Point towards the ceiling. Moving over to the right. Point towards the ceiling. Over to the right. One more time. Over to the right. And point towards the ceiling. Slide the ball to the top of your glute. So right underneath your right hip bone. Begin to shimmy your hips side to side. So the ball will travel along the ridge of your hip bone at the very top of your glutes. Go ahead and remove the ball. Recross the right ankle over the left thigh. Tee your arms to your sides and begin to rock the knees back and forth. It can be a big movement, it can be a small movement. It really depends on what you need. You might feel some in your hip, you might feel some in your back. And then begin to make your way onto your right side. You're going to be placing that ball. You're going to find a place here where it's okay for you. So you'll have some area on the side of your glute that's not a bone. Try to find that. There will be a pocket in there. So I'm on my right forearm, and then my right knee goes up or down and up. So it goes towards the ground, points towards the ceiling. The left foot is on the ground. That knee is basically pointed towards the ceiling. So find a place in there where you're feeling something, but it's not too much. And you'll know it's too much if you are holding your breath or gritting your teeth. So find something that's doing something for you. It's getting your attention, but you're still able to breathe. So if you're not feeling it, you need to move. And of course, if you're feeling too much, move that ball. So just keep adjusting until you find what feels appropriate for you. Couple more times with the knee. Maybe that left hand comes behind you for support or in front of you, whatever you need. So you'll decide. The right leg is going to bicycle out like you're riding a giant bicycle. And if that is really too much for you, just go ahead and come back onto your back. The leg will still go to the side. So it's not towards the ceiling, it is out to the side, whether you are laying on your side or you are laying on your back. It is still coming out to the right. Maybe you backward bicycle a few times. Just moving that leg however it works for you. So if a circle motion doesn't work, maybe you just bring the knee up and down like you're doing a giant march. Couple more times, circle, march, whatever is working for you. And then if you're on your side, go ahead and make your way onto your back. Set the ball off to the side. One more time, right ankle over left thigh. To whatever degree you can bring your knees towards you. If you can catch your left hamstring and pull it towards you, that's great. If you're really tight in your right glute, you might need to put a block underneath your left foot. And that's just going to be the amount that the legs will move towards you. And that's fine. As long as you're feeling a stretch in your right glute, that's fine. Maybe you press your right thigh away from you. If you do have the left hamstring and you're pulled in, you can stay still, or you could rock, or you could make circles. So any of these variations are perfect. You find the one that's working for you. Again, if that means the foot's on the block and you're still, that's completely fine. 3 more breaths. And after this breath, you'll unwind, step your feet to the mat, take them wide and TP the knees towards each other. Take a big belly breath. Open your mouth, let something go. Whatever's weighing you down, See if you can let that go, even for just one moment or just this class. Just let go of whatever is weighing you down. Give your body, give your mind, give your nervous system a break. And then finding your yoga tune-up ball, your therapy ball. It goes underneath your left glute, right in the center. Step your feet wide. The knees fall to the left and point towards the ceiling. They go to the left, towards the ceiling. Just keep going. Nice and slow. Keep breathing. Keep checking in. One more time. Walk your feet a little closer together. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Shimmy the hips side to side. Uncross the ankle, step your feet wide again. Slide the ball to the left. It's on the outer left glute. Knees fall to the left. They point towards the ceiling. To the left, to the ceiling. One more time. Coming to center, lift up. You're going to take slide the ball to the top of the glute. We don't want to miss that one. And then we shimmy our hips side to side. So the ball will be right along the ridge of your hip bone, the very top of the glute. All right, so now we'll take the ball out. Left ankle crosses over thigh. Tee your arms to the sides and rock the knees back and forth. One more rock back and forth. And then you'll find your way onto your side. This is the one where you're going to find that little pocket of soft tissue. So you're not on a bone. So it's underneath you enough that you're feeling it. And then on the forearm here, the left knee towards the ground, towards the ceiling, towards the ground, towards the ceiling. Just keep adjusting that ball until you find the right place for you. It should get your attention for sure. but it shouldn't be stressing you out, freaking you out, making you have to hold your breath or grit your teeth. So check in. It should be just enough. Should always feel better after this work, not worse. If you feel worse, you know you overdid it. And then whatever helps you stabilize, hand forward, hand back. I like mine behind me. Bicycle the leg. Now, again, remember on this one, if it is just too much on your side, then you come onto your back, but the leg still goes out to the side. And if it's not possible for you to make the bicycle kind of circle, then just do a marching kind of leg. If you're bicycling, maybe you bicycle the other direction now. Let's do that a couple more times. All right, remove the ball. Left ankle over right thigh. This is our figure 4. If you are able, you can catch your hamstring or even your shin, some of you. If that's not possible, a block under the foot might be helpful. And then just walk that block as close as you can. Maybe you press the left thigh away. If you have the hamstring or the shin, you could move, or you could be still. Sometimes it feels good for me to make some circles. Three more breaths. And very carefully, we start to come out. Once again, the feet step wide, knees move towards each other. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right. Rolling onto one side for an easy transition up. We're going to move to the wall. You will need one ball, therapy ball, and one block. We'll be taking the ball to our upper chest. So it will be going right here. We'll start with the right side. So once you find that spot on your body, right underneath the right collarbone, the block will be on the wall. And notice I have it on its middle setting. So this is flat. That's the flat setting. This is middle. This would be what we call the tall setting. So I'm on the middle setting. You'll line that ball up with the center of your block and then lean into the degree you need. Hold the block with your your left hand, and then the right arm starts to move. So any type of movement that feels appropriate for you. It might be a big sweeping range of motion. It might be just a small lift of the arm. You could try any internal and external rotation of the arm too. So if you go palm up, it's going to feel different than if you're doing palm down or palm back or even flip it completely over. So try all the different variations, you're going to find something that feels like it's really serving you. And that will be different for every one of us. So try some variations today. See what you think. Maybe while you're out, you can take the arm out and do some internal and external rotation of the arm. It will also feel different if your arm is bent versus straight. Maybe you reach your arm back behind you. Maybe it comes behind your lower back. This is your opportunity to explore. And then hold the block with two hands and start to move your body back and forth. So the ball travels along the ridge of that collarbone right underneath, back and forth just on the right side, from the shoulder to the center, shoulder to the center of your body. And then you'll continue the side to side motion, but you're going to bring the ball lower. So it's still on the chest, but lower. So side to side again, it's just lower on your body, maybe an inch or so below the collarbone. That means you'll have to move your block as well. You probably figured that out already. The next time you find your ball sliding towards the armpit, stay there. You'll pause and then begin to turn your body slightly to the left. So you're getting the pressure just on that spot where the chest area connects into the armpit. And then once again, movements of the arm. You might be a little more limited because of this angle. So just find a range that's going to work for you. And again, you can play with all the different arm positions, internal rotation, external rotation, bent elbow, straight elbow. Maybe you reach back behind yourself. Keep checking in with your breath. Okay, setting the ball and the block down. Taking your right arm straight, palm on the wall, straight out from your shoulder, and then begin to turn your body to the left to whatever degree feels appropriate for you. Drop your shoulder blade down and back so the shoulder is not rolling forward. Some of you might be a little farther away from the wall. If you're tight in your chest area, you'll probably need a little more space. Some of you will be right up next to the wall. As long as you're feeling this area where we just rolled, then you are good to go. This chest area, when it tightens up, it pulls everything forward, which will lead to pain in your neck and your jaw. You can even get headaches from that tension. It limits your ability to take deep breaths, which means you could be foggy brained. It will definitely cause you to feel more fatigued. You will potentially have injuries in the shoulders. Coming out of that just enough that you can now change the angle so that you are up on a diagonal. Now, most of you will not be able to turn as far or be as close to the wall on this one. So make your adjustments. So now you're feeling all of this, maybe even into the arm a little bit, but then definitely into the armpit area. Couple more big breaths. And carefully release. We're going to do one more thing on this side of the body before we switch. You're going to find the place underneath-ish your shoulder blade. So you'll reach back, probably take the ball in your left hand to place it somewhere to the right of your spine, and then pin yourself to the wall. From there, you can go up and down. You can go side to side a little bit. You could do some movements of the arm. So, whatever seems like it would be helpful for you, that's what you're going to do. Some of you might just decide stillness is the answer. Maybe you just lean and you just find stillness. So, you do what works for you or what feels like it's serving you. Remember all the options: up, down, side, move the arm, or just be still. Couple more big breaths in and out. And then we'll set the ball down. Stepping away from the wall, you'll reach your right hand down towards the ground, palm is forward. So we're externally rotating the shoulder here. Your nose goes towards your left armpit. Left hand comes to the back of the head for a little bit of assist in this stretch. So ideally, you're feeling some of where you just had that ball, even into this shoulder blade area, but definitely down the side of the neck. Keep pulling that right shoulder down and back. One more big breath in. And we let that go. Okay. Ball and block underneath the left collarbone, so right underneath it. Line the ball up with the side of your block. Hold the block with your right hand. And then I like to take kind of a staggered stance. I feel really stable then. And then the left arm moves however it feels like it's serving you. Remember, you can internally and externally rotate. Palm up, palm down, palm turns away. All those different positions will change the experience. Arm straight, arm bent. You could try reaching behind, just straight back, or even reach behind your lower back, like you're trying to scratch your back from behind. And remember, stillness is also an option. If that's what's working for you, that's what you do. Couple more breaths here, moving the arm or not. And holding the block with two hands, moving your body side to side so the ball travels right along the ridge of the collarbone. Moving the ball and the block down. Continue to move side to side. So you're a little lower on the chest. The next time you find that ball coming close to the armpit area, stay there. Turn your body a little bit to the right. Hold the block with your right hand, and the left arm moves in whatever way it can. Couple more big breaths. Set the ball and the block down. And you'll take your left arm straight out from your chest or shoulder level, palm flat on the wall. Begin to turn to the right to whatever degree you can. Check in, make sure what you're feeling is similar to where you felt the ball earlier. So chest area mostly, some into the arm, some into the shoulder. We really want the upper chest and the middle chest area to release here. Two more breaths. And come out of that enough that you can adjust the arm up on a diagonal. And then you move back into the stretch however you can. The distance from the wall might be different. How much you turn might be different. Check in with your own body and make sure what you're feeling is not a pinch, but a nice stretch into the chest, the arm, maybe the armpit area. Two more big breaths. And very carefully begin to come out of that. And then we pick up that tune-up ball again, placing it to the left of your spine, aiming for shoulder blade area. You might need to make a few adjustments, maybe kind of drop it in once you get yourself situated. You might move a little away so it lands where you want it. And then remember, you could go up and down. You could go side to side. You could move the arm. I'm going to show you a little trick if you ever have a really tough time. Now, I've got both of my balls inside my tote, but if you wanted to just use one because it is a little deeper, what you could do is leave them in the tote and then you place them back there. So then it's easier to not have it fall where you don't want it, right? So if you want to give that a try, just slide your ball inside your tote and then you can hang on to the string and it won't escape. That's a nice little trick that can be helpful if you're having a tough time with that ball staying where you want it. Move your body, move your arm, or of course, just be still. It's another option. It's a great one. Keep breathing. Three more breaths. Set the ball down and come away from the wall a little bit, reaching the left hand down with an open, externally rotated shoulder. Right. Bring your nose towards your right armpit. I almost did the wrong stretch. Nose towards armpit, and then hand comes to the back of the head. So turning on a diagonal, nose towards your right armpit. Keep reaching the left hand down. Actively reaching, so we're lengthening from both sides. Couple more big breaths. And release. Okay. Coming back to your mat, you will need your yoga tune-up balls inside their tote now. So go ahead and put them inside, both of them. And then I like a couple of Pilates balls for support, one or two, whatever you have, so that we have support under our bellies while we roll out the front of the right thigh. So I usually stack the balls this way. If you have two, if you have one, you'll just use one, but please use something for some support. Could be a block too. Balls go right above your right knee. And then from here, you begin to straighten and bend the right knee. The amount you lean to the right will determine how much pressure you have. So if I'm lean to the right, I'm going to have more. If I'm straight dead center, it'll be a little less. And of course, if I'm leaning a little bit to the left, it will be less pressure. So find the right amount of pressure. Straighten and bend, straighten and bend. A couple more times here. And then move the balls towards the middle of your thigh. You'll need to move the Pilates balls underneath you as well. Straighten and bend, straighten and bend. Couple more times. And then once again, moving the balls up so you're towards the top of your thigh. And I usually remove the second Pilates ball at this point. I just support my chest. That feels like enough for me. I'm pretty high up on the leg, even tapping into the hip flexor area that connects into the hip bone. And then you'll iron out the whole leg. It could be section by section, or you can roll the whole leg out at once. It's up to you. You do want to iron out all the way from the knee, all the way to the top of the leg, even if it's section by section, that's fine. Try to get the whole leg. All right. So moving to our second side, if you feel like you need something before you move to the second side, like a cat-cow or just a break, then you take it. Otherwise, second side, you're bringing those balls, the tune-up balls, right above the left knee, and then supporting underneath me with the Pilates balls. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. You control the pressure. The more I lean left, the more I'm going to feel. The more I lean middle or right, the less I will feel. Move the balls to the center of your thigh. Bend and straighten the leg. And all the way to the top of your thigh. Maybe you remove one of those Pilates balls at this point. And let's iron out the whole leg. Again, it could be section by section, or you can do the whole leg at once. It's up to you. Okay. Coming off of all of that, done with the balls, finding your strap and your yoga blocks. I'm going to turn my back to you for a moment so you can see what's happening. You'll be laying on your right side. I like to have one block supporting my head, and then the other block will be in front of your body. You might want it for your top left leg. So maybe your knee goes on that block in front of your belly, and then begin to bend the bottom right leg. If you can catch your foot, you don't need the strap. If you can't, then hook that foot. And then I don't know if you saw what I just did, but I'm not just simply bending the knee, I'm scooching the leg back away from me. So it is the hip flexor as much as it is the quadricep. If I just keep my knee pointing down and just pull that foot to my rear end, I might even feel irritation in my knee. So the knee does not need to bend that much. It's more about pulling that leg back. And then once you have it, begin to slightly turn your body so that your chest is maybe almost pointing towards the ceiling. And again, if you need support, there's a block underneath your front top left leg. Some of you won't need the support or want it. Check in, make sure it is your thigh that's stretching, your knee is okay, your back is okay. Couple more big breaths. Very gently releasing the foot, coming on to your back. Just taking a breath on your back. And then switching sides. Again, maybe there's a block underneath your right knee now. If you need your strap, go ahead and hook your foot. If you don't, just catch the foot. Remember to encourage the leg back. It's not just about bending the knee as much as you can. Once you feel like you have yourself set up, you can start to slightly rotate so that your chest is moving more in the direction of the ceiling. It probably won't completely face the ceiling, but you're just thinking of moving in that direction. Couple more big breaths. Very gently releasing. And once again, coming on to your back. And remove the block from under your head. Step your feet wide, TP the knees towards each other. Take a big belly breath. Let it go. And then sliding the block underneath your tailbone like we did in the beginning. Maybe you keep it on its flattest setting. Some of you might choose to go on the middle setting if you're feeling like you need a little more. Once you have the block, you can once again try extending the legs out. If you are, take them wide. Perhaps the arms reach overhead. Once again, a nice big body stretch. Reach as long as you can. Breathe in. Let it go. And rebending the knees if they're extended. Bringing the arms back alongside the body. And if you are on something other than the flattest setting, go ahead and switch it to a flatter setting. And we'll take a breath in and a breath out. And you will decide if this is comfortable for you, relaxing for you. This can be your Shavasana, your final rest. If you'd like a more traditional rest, you'll remove the block. Once you've made your choice, a big breath in. Hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Let it go. Please take your time in this final rest position. Thank you for joining me, my friends. Namaste.